You know that feeling, right? You're doing everything you're supposed to, but something's just not clicking. It feels like there are these invisible leaks in your business, slowly draining away your hard work. Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to learn how to find them, and more importantly, how to fix them for good.
It's such a common feeling. You spend all this time, all this money on marketing, getting people in the door, only to watch so many of them just vanish. It really is like you're trying to fill a leaky bucket. You're working harder and harder, but the water level just isn't rising.
And here's the real kicker. A lot of the time, that leak you see, it's not actually the problem. Nope, it's just a symptom. So we slap a patch on it, feeling pretty good about ourselves, but then another leak just pops up somewhere else. The real issue, the one that's causing all the others, is way deeper, and that's what we need to find.
Okay, so to find that deeper issue, we first need a map. And for our purposes, we're going to use a classic marketing concept, the sales funnel. Just think of this as the blueprint for our entire customer journey, and it's going to show us exactly where those leaks are springing up.
This funnel lays out the perfect journey we want every customer to take. It all starts with awareness. That's just them knowing you even exist. From there, it grows into interest. They start looking around your site, maybe see what your competitors are up to. If you play your cards right, that builds into desire, where they're basically sold on you being the absolute best choice. And all of that leads to the final crucial step, action. That's when they pull the trigger and become a customer.
But let's get real for a second. Every single funnel has leaks. It's just a fact of life. So you might start with 1,000 people who know about you, but look at this. Only 300 stick around to show real interest, and maybe only 50 actually end up buying something. That is our leaky bucket in action. The million-dollar question is, where, and more importantly, why, did we lose the other 950 people along the way?
To answer that why, we need the right tool. And luckily, it's one that is so simple it's almost genius, and it has been proven to work for decades. It all boils down to asking one incredibly powerful question. And that question is simply, why? That's it. But here's the trick. We ask it 5 times. This is the 5 whys technique. It's basically a way to peel back the layers of a problem, like an onion, forcing you to go way past the surface-level symptom to find what's really going on underneath, the root cause.
And just so you know, this isn't some hot new business trend. This thing was developed way back in the 1930s by Sakichi Toyota at, you guessed it, Toyota. It became the absolute backbone of their legendary production system, the secret sauce to their success, and it's still a cornerstone of smart business today.
I mean, listen to the guy who literally architected the Toyota system, Taiichi Ohno. He said it himself, just keep asking why, and not only does the problem become clear, but the solution does too. It's about getting to that moment of clarity.
All right, so how do we take this powerful industrial tool and apply it to our leaky marketing funnel? Well, let's connect the dots and see exactly how this works in the real world.
You start by mapping your problem to a funnel stage. So let's say you've got low website traffic. That's a leak right at the top, in the awareness stage. Your first question is, why aren't we getting enough visitors? Or what if you have a ton of abandoned shopping carts? That's a leak down in the desire stage. So you ask, why are people getting to the finish line but not crossing it? Each leak gets its own why to kick things off.
Let's make this super clear with a quick real-world example. It's not about a sales funnel, but it shows the power of this process perfectly.
Okay, so check this out. The problem is simple. Customer service agents can't keep up with all the calls. Why number 1? Well, there aren't enough agents. Seems obvious, right? Hire more people, problem solved. But we don't stop there. Why number 2? Well, why aren't there enough agents? Because we got way more calls than we forecasted. Okay, why number 3? Why was the forecast so wrong? Turns out, we didn't plan for a flood of calls about a new product. Getting warmer, why number 4? And why didn't we anticipate that? And bingo, here it is, the root cause. We never proactively gave customers information about the new product in the first place. See that? The problem wasn't a staffing issue, it was a communication issue.
Now, as amazing as this tool is, it's not a silver bullet. You can't just ask why 5 times and expect magic. There's an art to using it the right way and a few common traps you need to avoid.
The biggest skill you need is learning to tell the difference between a symptom and a true root cause. For instance, the symptom might be, my computer's memory is full. The lazy solution is to just buy more memory. But the root cause might actually be, I'm so short-staffed that I'm letting research pile up. A new hard drive is not going to fix that. It's the same with sales. The symptom, we aren't closing enough deals. The root cause, we're so swamped we don't have time to post on social media.
And look, let's be honest about the tool's limits. It's so tempting to stop at the first easy answer, to stop at the symptom.
The tool can also sometimes make you think there's only one cause when a problem is actually way more complex. And at the end of the day, the answer you get is only as good as the knowledge of the people in the room. And yeah, personal biases can definitely lead you down the wrong path.
So how do we get around those pitfalls? First, go and see. Don't just sit in a conference room guessing. Go to where the work is actually done and observe. Second, use data. Back up every single why with cold, hard facts, not just feelings. Third, collaborate. Get people from different departments together. A salesperson, an engineer, and a marketer will see the same problem in 3 totally different ways. And finally, and this is probably the most important one, your goal is to find a broken process to fix, not a person to blame.
This right here is the whole point. You'll know you've found the real root cause when your solution isn't a one-time fix, but a change to a process. It's about building a better system so that this specific problem can't ever happen again.
You know, there's that old proverb that just says it all. A whole kingdom was lost, and it all started because of one missing nail in one horseshoe. The 5 whys is your tool for finding that tiny, overlooked nail, that critical root cause, before it brings the whole kingdom down.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. When it comes to your biggest challenge, your most frustrating leak, what is the one why that you haven't asked yet? The one that just might change everything. Thanks for watching.